Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Last week we camped up next to some pretty old temples, watched the sunrise over Indonesia's most active volcano and caught the ferry to Borneo. This week we're finishing off our time in Indonesia and driving north into Borneo Malaysia, where we'll ship the Troopy over to the mainland.
Usually having the primo position up the front means you're first to be unloaded. Unfortunately not in this case though, as the ferry could only dock to the rear, meaning we had to wait for all the trucks to be unloaded first, adding a few more fun-filled hours to the arrival.
Today we are leaving Port Klang for Malaysia, so it'll be about a 2-day drive to get to the border. But we have been staying with some people who we met here who are part of an NGO called Friends of the National Park Foundation. So they're currently undertaking a huge project where they're replanting the forest after devastating fires a couple of years ago. So every week, every day that they're in the forest, you know, they're working so hard to get the forest back to where it was, to create a natural environment for where the orangutans were. So really nice of these guys to let us camp in the car park. I'll put a link in the description below to their website if you are interested in volunteering. But yeah, we're going to hit the road.
Today's the day. After about 7 months, we are finally leaving Indonesia. We'll cross the border here in Borneo from Indonesia into Malaysia. Hopefully the crossing goes as smooth as the one into Indonesia went. Probably breezed over Kalimantan a bit, not because there's nothing to see, but because our visas are running out, so we need to get out of the country and into Malaysia. For that reason, and two, because we want to try and get on the next shipping over to the mainland.
So we made it through the border between Indonesia and Malaysia. It all went pretty smoothly. There was a few extra documents which we needed, like a international circulation permit, which we have to display on the windscreen. So that's valid for 3 months. But yeah, other than that, all good. The process, I think they're a bit more familiar with it here. They're used to seeing more foreign vehicles, I guess. There was one little hiccup though, which was kind of my fault. I accidentally dropped Mark's iPhone, which he just got fixed and smashed the screen, so sorry about that. So now we're just on our way to the shipping agent to try and get our shipping organised over to the mainland. So the shipping's organised for the most part. We have to drop it off in 6 days' time, but it will leave the port for mainland Malaysia a couple of days after that. I've just got to send off a couple more emails to finalise it all and get the payment done and everything. But yeah, so we've got about a week here, and there's an orangutan conservation park nearby which we'll go and visit, and then there's also a national park just north of Kuching, so we'll also go and check that out.
Ready?
Yeah, it's going. Go.
So we're down here at the waterfront in Kuching. We got everything sorted this afternoon. Got some new currency. That's ringgits here in Malaysia.
So we're not millionaires anymore,
No,
like we were in Indo.
And new SIM cards, and yeah, we're just taking in a view here. There's a building over there. Not sure what it is, but it's pretty spectacular.
How's that reflection?
And then
Stunning.
a bridge, which is pretty amazing engineering feat.
Check out that cantilever.
Yeah, and yeah, the city's like really beautiful. Not what we were expecting whatsoever. Bit of a contrast to Kalimantan. Very modern, very westernised. So yeah, it's a nice change. And we're going to find some dinner now, and then head to a camp spot we found in a park, just not too far from here.
And we've seen possibly the most beautiful mosque that we've seen yet. It pretty much looked like Aladdin's castle. So I'll show you a quick little video of that one. I got lychee. How is it? Good? Lychee's also pretty good.
So this is where we stayed last night. It's a park in about the centre of Kuching, which we found. It's got a nice pond, manicured gardens, and super quiet at night time too, apart from the two local policemen who decided to come and see what we were doing last night with lights flashing. But after a quick chat and a few selfies, they were on their way, which was good. Today we're probably just going to do some admin work, get a new episode finished and chill out before we head off tomorrow and search for some orangutans in a national park.
For over 20 years, this nature reserve has taken in orphaned or rescued orangutans and trained them how to survive in the wild before being re-released. The process takes years, and once the animals are capable, they're free to do what they want, where they want. This is evident here in that although the reserve still offers a daily feeding, it's up to the animals if they choose to attend. We waited for 45 minutes before this big fella decided to make an appearance. It's quite common at this time of year for none to show. This isn't a zoo-style arrangement, they're not behind any fences, and the rangers don't hand feed. There's lots of places to see these huge animals in Borneo. The $3 park entrance fee for this park suited our budget perfectly.
So we've just finished at the viewing area in this wildlife reserve, which is just out of Kuching. There's 300 that are in the park, but there was only one who came this morning, and he was apparently the third biggest male in the park. So amazing to see in real life. Like they're just huge, and they're just like, it's crazy how similar they are to humans. It was a pretty amazing experience. We'd love to do like a hike, a couple of days hike through the jungle, but I think we'll have to wait to do that another time. So we just got back to the car after seeing the orangutans, and we had a couple of missed calls from the shipping agent. They have increased the quote that they've originally provided us by almost 3 times, so I don't know, we're pretty annoyed at the moment. Mark's just been on the phone trying to sort it out with them. Now he's going to send through another email with a photo of the car and more specifications, so that hopefully we don't have to pay an extortionate amount. Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer.
So this shipping's a little bit different than the rest because it's a ro-ro, but we don't drive it. And we've heard that there's a few wandering hands on this from the people who work at the dock. So we're going to have to board up the back of the car, and so I'm just going to buy some plywood and create a little wall between the front seats and the back. So we've come to this tool shop to buy some ply and just a saw. They've even got your size.
Perfect. It's going to work. Nice pink one. Girlfriend. So we came looking for another camp spot near Kuching, which is a little less public, and we managed to find this one, which is on the northern side of the city. Still got city views. So just on the other side of these houses over here is the river, and there's that big government building which we could see the other night, which is just beyond these trees here. It's kind of like eerily quiet here though. There's been like seriously nobody come by. Anyway, there was like a massive storm yesterday afternoon. We sort of made the most of it and come outside and had a shower in the rain, which was pretty fun. But we've been waiting really for 2 shipping companies to come back to us with prices for sending the car from here to Port Klang near Kuala Lumpur. So hopefully we hear back from them sometime this morning so that we can get organised and get the car on that boat. We even had some visitors who gave us a friendly reminder that we should always keep our shoes on in the grass around here.
Alright, so we are finally dropping the car off tomorrow to ship over to the mainland. We've got the ply, we just got them to cut up some of the bigger cuts, and now I'm going to put that between the seats and the rear, and because we're classed as a heavy vehicle now, and the rate changes to a cubic metre rate of the vehicle, we're going to strip everything off it and put it inside the car, so there's less of a footprint and less of an overall volume. So that means taking everything off the roof, the rear wheels, bags, max tracks and everything, and putting it inside, which kind of works for
Security.
Protecting the items as well. So the only real pain in the ass is going to be the mouw, because that inside actually goes all the way through the front, so I'm going to have to cut the ply around it. So yeah, I'm going to get into that now. A very full house. Good packing, Mr. Tetris Man.
Glad we didn't have to put the wheels in.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do if we could do that.
Might have to carry him.
I love the headspace.
Looks super comfy.
Yeah, so roomy.
That's it for this episode. If you liked what you saw, feel free to give the video a thumbs up, and if you want to keep the videos coming, check out our Patreon account through the link in the description. Thanks for watching. See ya.